I have been doing a lot of fasting and ketogenic of late, so I fasted for 3 days up until yesterday evening. Then I ate some keto, and then this morning I had a slice of toast, and now I'm going on a long run. Recently on my long runs I've been either keto or fasting, and they've been really hard, so the experiment today is to try and change the fuel source a bit. So Jason is loaded up with crisps, lots of different varieties of crisps. So I'm going to eat these bad boys and then I'm going to run and see how it goes. For my second pack I'm going for something a bit exotic. Prawn cocktail in the mix. Whoops, just crossing over before I get run over. So the McCoys, I'd say they certainly tasted good. I'm running up a hill now and I might not have been able to do that without those McCoys. But I'm going to really push it out now and see how these ones enhance me. Okay, Jason, wait. Now what I don't want to happen, because the dog is carrying the fuel source, I don't want him to run off and get it all wet in a river and manky. So I'm going to have to try and keep control of him, else this could be a disastrous experiment. Jace, keep it together, okay? Jason, keep it together. Off. Right, back to the prawn cocktails. Okay, got a bit of a problem in that the dog has run off and he's got my crisps. Been asking around, no one's seen him. I think he might be able to unzip the pockets and then it's goodbye crisps. He knows how to burst them. I taught him very stupidly when he was a puppy, but anyway, just gonna have to keep looking out for him. Jason has been missing about 5. Oh, there he is. Jace, wait, Jason, you know not what you carry. Wait, sit. Okay, just wait. I think he might, Jason, wait, hold it, hold it. Now you may run free, run. I've got the crisp, it's all good, go. Okay, the run can continue. Salt and vinegar twirls were invented for the Vietnam War. Not a lot of people know that. Basically they wanted snacks that were filling and tasty and yet very light, and so they would fit them in their spiral formations into parachutes and drop them onto their soldiers, boots on the ground. They're probably now considered the worst of the crisps, which also makes them the best of the crisps. So they're kind of a bit like the black tar heroin of crisps. I've been eating them for many years. They are vegetarian, they are vegan, so I'm going to enjoy these. I know it. I'm going to enjoy the taste, the mouth pleasure, those momentary instants of tongue tangling, and then I'm going to eat them and get the energy, the goodness, that carbohydrate goodness off them. Okay, I think I'm ready for phase 2 now. So in this one we have one of these. I never really drink them. Sometimes if it's just a motorway drive I might, and they certainly have a lot of caffeine. And finally a big bag of French fries, which I'm now going to eat and then continue my run. I've got about 4 miles to go, so I'll see how it goes. Maybe a bit more. No, probably about 4. So I've eaten the French fries, but I'm still drinking the energy drink. I've spent a lot of time over the years looking into the question of why or whether energy drinks are bad for us. They're certainly bad for dogs. Way too much sugar. And my conclusions are as follows. They contain really high amounts of sugar. The sugar thing, what's really bad about that much sugar that quickly is that it triggers this massive insulin response, and that damages your whole metabolic system in many ways, and it causes this thing called metabolic syndrome, which is the precursor to all these things like diabetes, type 2 diabetes, heart attacks, and all these kind of things. Metabolic syndrome you don't want to get. And when you have sugar, your liver, I think an adult liver can deal with my numbers might be totally wrong here. This is years ago I read it. An adult liver, as I recall from a long time ago, can deal with 15 grams an hour. So that's the max it can do. After that, a number of bad things happen, this cascade effect. It will add it on as fat, store it as fat, and that's where fatty liver comes from, and it'll store it as fat around our midriffs and things. And it will cause oxidative stress because it's extra processes, high energy processes that need to be done in the body. Hi there. Right. So, I'm going to drink some more energy drink. It's quite moreish. So it's just so much sugar, it's really bad for us. Sugar is bad for us even when it doesn't trigger this big insulin response. It's bad for us for other reasons that you can easily find out. I'd watched Professor Lessig's famous lecture on YouTube. It's about an hour long, called I think Sweet Toxin or Sweet Poison. Anyway, so that's one reason why energy drinks are bad. Another reason is that they contain a lot of really crazy chemicals. I mean, they contain a lot of extracts, which is a euphemism for chemically extracted product. You know, so when they say ginseng extract, that is a chemically extracted product. It's and it contains a lot of caffeine. Now, I drink a lot of strong coffee, and I think that the thing, and for many, probably one of the things I first started looking into, probably as a teenager, was the risks of caffeine and of coffee. And the science has changed quite a bit now. And what we know is that coffee, is that coffee, especially if it is ground, especially if it is freshly ground, and especially if it is prepared in the right way, i.e. in a cafetiere. So these really special and rare oils and cholesterols that are in the coffee bean don't get filtered out of the drink. So coffee is one of the highest sources of antioxidants and phytonutrients. It's a really truly amazing drink. Now, caffeine is in coffee, as everyone knows, but caffeine is in coffee, as everyone knows. The thing is, caffeine by itself is very different to caffeine in coffee. Whereas when caffeine comes in by itself, it doesn't come with all these other nutrients that kind of buffer it and make it work as it kind of evolved. So I've been running on, and got to say, don't feel too great. I've got a stitch, which I don't normally get anymore, or very rarely, in my left hand side, and feel really bloated. And I've got my leg's got a muscle ache, which I do get when I'm really tired, but normally the next day. So I have no idea why that would be. I think stitches are caused by lactic acid around the stomach, something along those lines. Last year I did an experiment where I tried going for a run after drinking 2 pints of cider, nice cider, but that really didn't work out well. I was running with a massive kind of sloshy and a slight kind of mal-coordinated tipsiness. But that was nowhere near as bad as today, running with 1 can of Monster and 5 packets of Big Crisps. It just wasn't pleasant. It was really good to eat the crisps and quite good to drink it wasn't Monster, but the energy drink. But I just feel sluggish now. I'm totally down. Maybe there was a moment for about 20 minutes where I was getting a definite energy. Yeah, there was. But overwhelmingly, I feel now low energy, low engagement, and I'm probably very high insulin and all that jibber jabber. So there we go. I think I won't be doing that again, much as I won't be doing the 2 pints of cider run again. Well, not unless I'm dead. Over and out.